recording.
All right. When do you want to start? We'll start with like our typical. Hey y'all.
It's been a while since we did this.
I know. Can't remember. I don't remember the usual intro. I think just a typical hey guys.
What up?
No. Start over.
We're recording. I ain't starting over.
No, I mean not cut it off. You just know where to cut, where to edit.
Yeah. Roll the intro.
No, because you're gonna use that as a thing. It's
I am. I'm gonna use that little tidbit.
No, I don't like that.
What do you mean?
That looks so all over the place.
What do you mean? It's
just in case, let's do a regular intro. Just in case I don't like it.
We have an intro already.
Like a hey, what's up, y'all?
We're still gonna do that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Roll the intro. What's going on, everybody?
Hey guys.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. Last time we posted a video, it was BC, before COVID.
Oh yeah, it was BC.
BC. Yeah, man, a lot has happened.
Yeah.
A lot has happened during COVID, before COVID, and
whatever season we're in now.
I don't think we after COVID.
We're still during COVID.
During
yeah,
COVID,
we're still
DC,
during. Yeah.
But we back. We've been trying to get a video done for a while. A lot's been going on.
Oh my God, we've been like what? 2 months we've tried.
2 months.
Yeah, we've tried for 2 months.
And I've been all over the place, literally.
Yeah.
Literally all over the place.
Yeah.
But hey, we're here now.
We're here now. We're gonna make it happen today.
By X.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers, babe. Look, sippy.
No wine today. We got cocktail. Real Nick.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, so what have we been up to since our last video, which was, I think the last video was the cooking video. We did the quarantine and cook. That was that was the last video.
Yeah.
Since then, I was in San Diego for about a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Came back to Miami, and then I'm in Orlando. And during that in-between time from San Diego and back to Miami and Orlando, we officially got married.
We got married. Show your ring, babe. Smile. See? We got married, y'all.
We officially got married.
Yeah.
In the courts.
Yeah, unfortunately, our big wedding
got postponed like 5 times.
It did, guys.
We were trying very hard to make it happen this year, but COVID and
it didn't work.
It just didn't work. So
yeah, we try to make sure we put everyone's safety first and our safety as well. And because of that, we decided to just do but we will be doing a 1-year anniversary party celebration / wedding. But we don't have a name for it yet, but it's gonna be all of that in one.
Because we can't get our money back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna have to put that money to use. It's gonna be next year.
We're gonna still turn up with our family and our friends. We're gonna celebrate our love. Our 1-year wedding anniversary.
Yeah. So we got married. Our official date was May 19th.
Yeah.
Day after Haitian Flag Day, so we always gonna turn up around that time frame.
For sure.
Shout out to my Zulu.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so that happened. And what else?
I think that's like the biggest.
That was the biggest
thing that happened during COVID. I mean, of course, we don't want to make it seem like we had the most easiest quarantine time ever. We didn't. We had a lot of family stuff happen. Yeah. We had a lot of time apart. So imagine being a newly married couple and we're not even like
in the same city.
Yeah.
And one of the times it was literally across country.
Correct.
Again, I was in San Diego for like a month and a half, so.
Yeah. So enough of our boring update, what we've been up to, blah, blah, blah. We kind of wanted to talk about today married life.
Married life. We get the question. I got the question like literally the day after we signed the papers. So how's married life? I'm like,
bro, we're not even 24 hours in.
It's the same. It's, I mean,
What do you want from us?
it's the same. I mean, we pretty much know each other
So,
very
okay,
well.
so I guess the question should be, how do you feel being married? Do you feel any different now that you're married? Be honest with the people, child.
I don't really know. Like, I still feel like we're still who we were before being married. So I can't say I feel any different. It's just we have an official title on paper. You know what I'm saying?
Correct,
Maybe I'll feel different down the line, but I mean, we're 3 months in.
We're 3 months in.
3 months in.
Baby, it's 3 months.
We're going on 4 months soon.
Correct.
That's what I'm trying to. We're in September right now,
Yeah,
so
we're in
I'm trying to.
September,
We're going on
yeah.
4 months soon. So, but yeah, I still feel like we're still the same people. I don't think the paper changed anything much as far as the way I feel about you.
Correct.
But yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I know it's curiosity for everyone to ask, like, oh my God, you know, you're married now. How is it? And honestly, we had such a great foundation.
Facts.
So signing a piece of paper, living together, personally for us, it didn't really change anything. At least not yet. I mean, you know, you have
I feel like what you could say is a little bit more responsibility.
Correct.
And being on the same page with your wife and your husband. There's definitely a lot more communication that needs to be had about certain things, whether it's finance or whatever the case may be. But other than that,
I think the only realization we had, and I don't know if this was the same night or maybe the next day, and I was like, babe, we're literally responsible for each other.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the only,
But
like the big aha moment.
Yeah, but the thing is with me,
For
like,
me.
I already felt like that anyway. like we got engaged, we already had everything in plan to get married, so I already felt responsible for my fiance, now wife, anyway. So it's like that's why it's hard for me. Like my mind was already there, so I don't think there was a big change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's different when you feel responsible to when you are, because even if you felt responsible for me, if something, God forbid, something had happened to me before we got married, you couldn't make any decisions on my life.
True.
Now, if something happens to me, you
That's
are the
true.
person that's going to make that decision on my life. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
I think that's probably like one of the biggest realizations that we had, where it was like,
you can't call your mama no more.
no, I can't call my mama, child. What I'm going to do, y'all?
Your mom,
Call my
I have
husband.
the final say.
Call my husband.
I'm the one, if God forbid, I'm the one that can say pull the plug.
Yeah.
That makes it a little bit more real.
Correct.
When you think about it from that aspect.
Yeah.
It definitely
Yeah.
makes it
And then
more
when
real.
you have to like sit down and you have to discuss those real life situations, you know, you gotta discuss finances, insurance, and you know, we don't need to get into all that boring adulting stuff, but you know, those conversations need to be had, and it's a little, you know, it's a little scary, but
It's life.
it's life. Yeah, you have to talk about those things, and like we said before, we're responsible for each other, so
You're
for sure. So babe, how did you feel, like, I don't want to say, well, I guess living together, although we lived together before we got married, do you feel any difference after we've got married, like gender roles? Do you think
no.
that your role in the household maybe have changed, or my role in the household has probably changed?
No, at all. Our dynamic when we first started living together was pretty much easy peasy. Like,
Yeah.
there was, like I told you how I am in the crib. Like, I'm either in the room watching TV, or I'm in the room on the computer, or I'm on the couch watching TV playing. Like, I'm not expecting you to be and bend over hand and foot over all of my needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that funny thing is, she has an issue with me always doing stuff for myself.
I did in the beginning.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just so used to doing stuff for myself. Like, I don't expect anyone to be bending over hand and foot for me, and I had to like let go of the reins a little bit to allow her to do some things for me. And we got to past that bridge. So it's like, that's really it.
Yeah, but I think we got past that bridge because we lived together before we got married. So I'm guessing, like, let's say we didn't live together, I guess that probably would have been a change
little
or
hurdle,
something that we probably would have had to cross where
Yeah.
we lived together. So
Yeah, it definitely would have been because it was when before we got married.
Yeah.
But I don't think, like I said, I don't think it was going to be a big issue. Like I don't think we've had major issues as far as being two people living in the same space, sharing the same space.
No.
Minus that one little hiccup.
Hiccup?
Minus that one little hiccup.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't know what I'm talking about. She tried to leave. She definitely tried to leave because I fell asleep on the couch. Like, literally fell asleep on the couch, not even been on, and I fell asleep on the couch, and I woke up to the door opening up, and she was trying to walk out saying, if you don't want me if you don't want me here, I can just go home. I'm like, what? Like, I literally had to stop her from walking out the door. She did walk out the door.
I walked out the door. I was in my car.
She was in her car,
and my vehicle was started.
I told her, can you bring your ass back upstairs, please? And she was like, crying, and came up. I'm like, what is going on? I was so like, imagine waking up disoriented and you hear your door open. I'm thinking somebody trying to break in the house and she's walking out. I'm like, I just fell asleep.
Now y'all know there's always two sides to a story.
Oh God.
There's always two sides to a story.
Go ahead, tell your side.
Okay. So he says he fell asleep on the couch. Yes, he did fall asleep on the couch, but not unknowingly. He got up, I heard you get up, and I heard you tell Alexa to turn the TV off, okay? And then you proceeded to go back to sleep. So that means your intent, y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong, was to sleep on the couch. We don't do that in this household.
That was not my intent.
We don't do that in this household.
Was not my
so
intent.
I felt as though if your intent is to break all the rules and do what you want to do and sleep on the couch, I too shall grab my little wristlet, my little keys in my pajamas and go home back to where I belong. And that's what I did. I proceeded to take my behind right back to where the hell I belong.
That was not my intent. Yes, I told Alexa to turn the TV off. I also had my headphones on the couch and I started listening to some music while still on the couch awake. And while listening to music on my headphones, I dozed off. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I dozed off. Naturally, with the headphones still on, and I turned the headphones off, and that's when I turned it off, and I heard her walking out the door. Like it wasn't no damn. I don't want you here. Like jeez.
Anyways, we got over that hurdle. I came back in the house.
The dramatics.
And we discussed what happened. And we came to an agreement that, this is not something I'm comfortable with. You sleeping on the couch is not something I'm comfortable with. So you need to bring your butt to the bed.
Yes, we did. And we also had a discussion that this is not how we handle situations.
That is very true.
You could have clearly just woken me up and said, hey, is there anything wrong?
That is accurate.
Imagine if I didn't wake up. Imagine if I didn't hear the door opening up and see her walk. Of course you don't see the problem. Of course you don't see the problem. Like, bruh, I'm like, you got kidnapped? I don't know.
Well, I mean, if the couch was that comfortable.
Wow. See?
So for all of you people out there that don't think we argue and we're so perfect, and we're not, guys. We're normal human beings. We are normal people. We do love each other very much. We are very compatible. We do have fantastic time together. We have so much fun. But we're also two individuals building a life together. So, don't, and this is just for whomever, single, married, relationship, whatever status you're in. Yeah, tips are gonna happen. And also don't look at other people's relationships and feel like, oh my God, they're so cute and I bet they don't this and I bet they don't that. You, girl, entanglement is all I have to say. You don't know what goes on in people's homes, okay?
Facts.
So, with that being said,
do what works for your relationship.
That's what. See what I'm saying?
That's my biggest motto.
Because that's what I was about to say.
All relationships.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to who splits, if splitting it 50-50 works in your household, then splitting it 50-50 is gonna be what y'all do.
Yeah.
If splitting it 70-30 works for your household, then 70. Like trying to make it seem like this.
There's no manual.
There's no manual.
Absolutely
man.
no manual.
Come on, yo. Like when you start trying to follow a manual and somebody's not raised a certain way or they expect this and that, like.
Yeah.
That's
and I want
to, now
happens. That you brought up finances and stuff, I did want to discuss finance on here as well as a couple, period. Excuse me, because I'm still struggling, y'all. I'm still struggling with together finances, right? what was it, like yesterday or the day before yesterday?
It was a couple
days ago. We have a joint card.
Yeah.
Credit card. And I don't remember. I put some charge on the card. I don't have to go into what charge it was, but there was a charge placed on the card, and I swiped myself. And so I kept telling him, like, okay, babe, I'm going to send you the money for whatever. And then he's like, okay. And then I had to put tires on my car. So he was like, just use the card to put your tires. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll put the tires on the card. But then the money I was going to pay to pay off the charge that I made on the card, I'm still gonna, send whatever, something like that. And he's like, but I never asked you for that money back. I'm like, I know you didn't, but for me, I feel like I need to pay you back. But then he's like, it's one money. Like, you paying us, like, it don't make sense.
So when I got the card, I said, I'm gonna add you to the card. So just in case of any emergency, that card is there. Like, I'm good with my credit card. Mm-hmm. I don't pay the minimum. I'm just saying.
You're good with your credit card.
I'm just good with credit card. Okay. So I was like, yo, whatever you need, if just use that card, especially when it comes to like something big like that. Mm-hmm. Use the card, we'll take care of it later, whatever the case may be. So when she got the tires, she's like, hey, I'm gonna use the money that I was gonna give you back for them. Like I never asked for it back. It's going to get paid. The card's going to get paid regardless anyway. We have to pay it anyway.
Exactly.
So whether it comes from you or me, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
This is the purpose of the card.
Correct.
And she's like, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get used to this.
Yeah, I had to tell him that I was still getting accustomed to A, not only taking care of everything by my damn self. That's A. And B, being okay with my husband saying, look, this is the card for emergencies. If you have an emergency, you use the card for the emergencies, and then we'll pay it off, eventually, or we'll pay it off. So that is like, that's different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to that shit. I'm used to paying my own stuff, doing my own thing, taking my own card, and do whatever I need to do, and then pay whatever I need to pay whenever I need to pay it. And that's just that on that, So it's good to have those conversations, especially when you're coming from two different, we both spend money in different ways, right? Yeah. So when you come into one household and it becomes one account and one this and one that, gotta have those conversations, y'all.
Yeah. Basically, for me with finances, like if it's something that deal with bills or a car or anything like that, that's not a me, you, that's a us situation. So, but like if you need to do that, then do that. Like it's not a big deal. Like if you're trying to buy a Birkin bag, it's a whole different situation.
I can't get me a Birkin.
Hell no, to the no, hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no. Listen,
not on that car. Not on that car. Nah.
I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks.
All right, Cardi. Not on that card.
Yeah, so
good thing that I get an alert. If it crosses a certain number, I know. I definitely know.
But yeah, so that's just a little, So babe, what is the most, or shall I say the number one question, and B, the most annoying question that we get as a married couple? Mind you, we've only been married for 3 months.
Going on 4.
And 2 weeks.
Yeah, she's not pregnant.
This is not lemonade.
Not yet, at least, but... Not yet, at least. But we get that. We've been getting that question since the day after we got married. They expected her to be pregnant the day after we signed papers. Like, nigga, chill,
the day after.
Chill. Like one of my best friends, shout out Alex, literally just texted me like a week ago. Sent me the pregnant emoji with the eyes. I'm like,
I mean, it's even more weird for me when I go to family members' homes and they're like going towards my belly. Do you have anything to tell me? Is there anything? Come on, tell me. I'm like, pass me the wine, because I ain't got absolutely nothing to tell you except for what's up, how you doing? Like, that's about it.
We doing our part though, you know what I'm saying? We doing our part, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We doing our part. I mean, when it happens, it happens.
Yeah, we're literally looking at it like that. When it happens, it happens. Like, we both know that we are not 20-year-old people. Yeah. We are in our 30s.
Approaching that mid-mark.
Yeah, we are. We are in our 30s, and yes, we do want a family. We want to start a family together. We would love that. But you know, whenever it happens for us. You know, we understand our friends and family. They're excited for us as well. Yeah. They'd all love for us to have a baby, and you know, that's all great. But you know, it's not abracadabra. It's not magic. I can't just and be pregnant. You know.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we doing our part.
We just waiting on the Lord to do His part.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever it happens.
Yeah.
We don't have a preference.
No. At all,
whether it's a girl or a boy. Honestly, I'm praying for twins. To be honest with you, knock them out. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great. I'm just saying. I know her face is kind of. I'm just saying, like, boom, boom, boy and a girl.
You know Isn't it funny how men love talking about babies but don't carry nothing for 9 months?
But you know, I will be here every step of the way to make sure you got everything you need.
I'm sure you will be. So I'm honestly not concerned about that because I will be sitting my behind right on that couch.
Everything you need will be there. So you be Gucci with a Gucci, not a bag. I'm talking about a dog.
Yes, that's not. Nope, we're not going there. Yep. You ain't give me no dog.
Our future dog name is Gucci.
Nope. Until there's an actual physical dog in my hand, I don't know what he's talking about. P.O.P. Hold me down.
The dog ain't gonna be Gucci.
One eternity later.
So the thing I don't understand about women in general is like, okay, I'm not around when she's at home. So when it's time to eat, she figures it out.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not getting asked. I don't know what to eat. Like when I'm not around, she figures it out. She's making her stuff. Say, "Babe, I'm making dinner right now." I don't get asked no questions about food whatsoever when I'm not around. But as soon as she gets here, the first day, babe, I don't know what to eat. I'm like, and she keeps asking, "What do you want to eat?" I'm like, whatever. It's like, I don't know what and I'm like, bro, like you literally was like 2 weeks gone. I wasn't going there for 2 weeks, and you was figuring it out with no help from me whatsoever. But now all of a sudden, your brain can't process your food thoughts. And it kind of like why? Like women, why does that happen? Why does that? I need to know because it makes no sense.
I have an answer for you.
Go ahead.
I have wrecked my brain for the past 2 weeks trying to figure out every single day what exactly would I like to eat every single day. Sure, what are we going to have for dinner tonight? It's a full conversation. What are we going to have for dinner tonight? Sure, I'm not sure. Do we want Chinese? I don't know if we want Chinese. Do we want pizza? We had pizza last week. Can't be too fattening. A whole conversation with myself for 2 weeks. That is exhausting every single night. 14 nights. So when I'm around you and I finally get around you, I don't want to think. Guess what happens to my brain when it comes time to think about food? I turn it off. You're here. You're not thinking about food all the time. You're not. So the 4 days.
Well, that's my job.
You're not thinking about food for us to eat. So for the 4 days that I'm here, I think the least you can do is figure out what we gonna eat, where we about to eat at.
See,
I think that's damn near fair if you ask me.
Okay, but that's like me saying, damn, I gotta clean. As soon as you get here, babe, you gonna clean? You know what I'm saying? Like, fellas, do you feel me? Like, if she just walked up in here and I just expected her to start cleaning, I'll be looking crazy as hell. Like, what?
It's actually not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
I don't.
Because I will say, she does more of the cleaning than I do. She does. I clean, like when I'm here, I'm by myself, of course, I have to take care of myself and make sure stuff is clean, but when we're at home, she does a little bit more than I do. I'm not gonna, but if you were to walk in the door and I expect you to clean, you'd be like, what the hell? Like, it's the same thing. I
mean, I walk in the door and I want to clean as soon as I get here anyway, so.
But I'm not asking or expecting you to do that.
I feel like you should think automatically, you know what, babe has been driving herself crazy the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks
You
trying
have
to
not been
figure
driving
out
yourself
what
crazy.
she's gonna eat
You
for
have not been
dinner.
driving yourself
Let me
crazy.
just make these next 4 days as easy for her as possible. And you know what, babe? Let's do this for dinner. You know what, babe? Let's
Did I
have
not do
this.
that though?
You did. Eventually, you did because I was just gonna lay there and starve.
She literally was.
I did. I laid my.
Literally was asking that question in the bed for like 10 minutes, and then like an hour passed, and she's never got back. I'm like, so I'm in the friend like, I'm just gonna make this girl something to eat because I know it's coming sooner or later. She gonna be like, I'm hungry again, without having made any decision.
I don't see the problem.
But yeah, that's just like women and that how y'all never know what y'all want to eat when y'all around y'all men's or women's. Anywho, man. But other than that, man, things have been well.
Yeah, we've been doing very well.
But yeah, man, this is good to be back on the big screen of the YouTube community.
Oh my god.
Share it with your friends,
Yeah.
and as always, like, comment, share, subscribe,
all
and you know what
that.
I'm saying. And
We'll see y'all in the next one.
VlogCast out.